What's up, guys? Here again making another video about the CompTIA tests. The last one I made, I was just talking about the CompTIA A+, and today I'm going to talk about the CompTIA Network Plus. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about the CompTIA Network Plus. So I passed the Network Plus last Thursday. Today is Wednesday the 22nd. I can't wait till tomorrow, Xbox Showcase. Anyways, that's unrelated. But I passed the test last Thursday. I might cut some of this stuff out. I'm here talking about Xbox and stuff because the thing is tomorrow. But anyway, so yeah, I passed Thursday. Today is Wednesday the 22nd. I passed last Thursday. And once again, I didn't read a book for the Network Plus. I think I studied for a total of a month. 3 weeks to a month I'd study total. So I'm going to go through my experience, exactly what I did, and I guess my best way of studying. So, like I said, I didn't read the book. I didn't touch a book this time. I don't have any Network Plus books. This time, all I did was, again, watch Professor Messer's videos from beginning to end. You know, just watch. I didn't take any notes. I mean, you might want to take notes. I was going to take notes, like, you know, I looked at some flashcards, but I felt like they didn't really help me. So I barely looked at flashcards. The only thing I mainly did was watch videos. So what I did was I watched all of Professor Mercer's videos, beginning to end. And then I went to Mike Myers. I have LinkedIn Premium or something like that, whatever it's called. So I just watch all of Mike Myers' videos after that. So there's a time in between where I take a break. So I watch all of Professor Mercer's videos, and then I go to Mike Myers, watch a few videos. Then I take maybe a 2-day break, maybe 3 days. I can't remember. I was playing Last of Us 2. Man, that's a whole nother story. Let's not talk about Last of Us 2. This is about CompTIA. But I took a break for about 3 days, and then after that, watched the rest of the videos. I also watched a little bit of Jason Dion's videos on Udemy, but I feel like his videos, I kind of knew all of what he was talking about. So by that time, I've already felt knowledgeable on the topics. But I mean, he had some good videos. You might want to check him out too. Watch his videos. But I did take his practice tests. Once again, I took some of Professor Mercer's practice tests. I barely took Professor Mercer's practice tests though. I gotta admit that I didn't really go to his website this time. But I used Pocket Prep a lot. It's on the phone. I think now it's called IT and Security. Try to get that zoomed in. What the hell am I doing? You know what? I'm just gonna take a screenshot, show what it looks like. But this is the app I use. I just take their practice tests. I took the practice tests from the very beginning. So I would say at the very beginning, I was scoring maybe 50%, sometimes 40%. Sometimes I got 70s, 80s. And towards the end, I was getting mostly 70s, 80s. Yeah, so I used that. And then I took Jason Dion's practice tests, and those were very hard. I scored 70 the first time, and the second time, man, the second time I took his practice test, I was super confident in all my answers. Well, most of my answers, I was super confident, and I ended up scoring a 66. I got his PBQs correct, but you know, some of his questions are super confusing. Sometimes it seems like there's more than one right answer. He really tries to trick you with those questions. So the time I got a 66, I have to say, it was a Thursday. I was planning on taking the test on the Monday. So I was going to take the test 2 days from today. Today's Wednesday. I was going to take it on Monday. But I said, man, I don't know why, but I was going to schedule the test for Monday, and I saw they had days for Thursday. And I was like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of studying for the Network Plus. This is really annoying. So I just scheduled for 2 hours later. I did that at 2 o'clock 4:30 scheduled to test. So it was very weird. I didn't plan on taking a test that day, but I just took the test and I passed. I got a 750 something. So I would say maybe I barely passed, but hey, a pass is a pass. I'm knowledgeable. I understand, routing protocols. I understand, a little bit of subnetting. I mean, if you pass, you got to be knowledgeable on the subject. I felt fairly confident in the test with the multiple choice. The only thing that got me was the PBQs. So really study for your PBQs, okay? I got maybe 2 PBQs that had to do with subnetting. I know for sure I got one that had to do with subnetting. It was like, how many hosts for this subnet? Super easy question just because I studied the chart before I took the test. And then as soon as the test began, I took the test at home. So as soon as the test began, I went right to there's a whiteboard you could go to. I went right to the whiteboard on the screen and I typed in the chart. It's not a hard chart to memorize. I have it right here. So if you can see this, it's very, I wrote this in like a few seconds. It's super sloppy, but pretty much this is from Sunny's subnetting video. Look that up, Sunny's subnetting video on YouTube. So you have your subnet masks. So we're gonna go from top to bottom. So the top is the subnet. Then you have host is the middle, and then subnet mask at the bottom. So subnet, host, and then subnet mask. So the question asks, how many hosts for this subnet mask? So for a 24 subnet mask, you would have 256 hosts. So the hosts, just like in his videos, the subnet goes double. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. And then hosts, so okay, subnet goes like that all the way to 256. And the hosts is pretty much just the opposites. So it goes, if you start right to left, it goes 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. But it's just like opposite of subnet. So subnet starts at 1, host is going to start at 256. So with one subnet, you're going to have 256 hosts. Subnet's just, like if you have a home router, you have one subnet. And if you have a WAC 24 subnet /24, you're gonna have a maximum of 256 hosts. Let's say I want to have 64 subnets, 64 different connections. So I have 64 different switches or whatever. I don't know, whatever you want to do. That way I would have only 4 hosts for that for each subnet, okay? And then the subnet mask is gonna be /30. I think you understand, right? So one more, let's say from this chart, I'm gonna have 4 different subnets. That's gonna give me a maximum of 64 hosts. So hosts, I can have, 10 laptops. I don't know, my Xbox, 10 Xboxes. Whatever you want to do. This is just for home, but you're not gonna have Xbox at work, so you can't be playing online at work. Just you just have what did I say? I think I said 4 subnets. I don't remember. I'm sorry, but 4 subnets. I can have 64 hosts, 64 different machines or whatever that's gonna connect. The subnet mask is gonna be 26. So subnet mask, I started from 24. So the chart goes up down. Subnet 1, host 256. Subnet mask is going to be /24. So subnet mask goes from /24, 25, 26, 27, 28, all the way to 32. It didn't go out of that range. It didn't go to 19. I'd have to worry about that. So yeah, that's it. That's all I did. I just memorized it, and then as soon as the test started, went to the whiteboard and typed that in. So I would recommend you do that. If you take it at the facility, you can just, I guess, bring a piece of paper. I never took it at the facility. And then I got some PBQs that had to do with routing. So, well, not routing necessarily, layout of the network. So that was super hard because I was super confused. I don't know if I got that one right. It gave you different, I don't know, HR subnets. Then you have another subnet for IT or something like that. and you have to set up the layout of the network. That was super hard. Um, that wasn't really said in Professor Mercer's videos too much, I guess. Maybe I forgot. So I wasn't really knowledgeable about that. But I mean, I passed anyways. I looked it up after. I mean, I'm still looking up stuff on Network Plus, always learning. I would recommend you do that because if you want a job, you're gonna have to do this stuff. It's not just passing the test. So really try to learn it. I got some PBQs about wireless access points. Whatever the question says, I mean, if you're going between two buildings, what are you going to use? So if I want to go to that building over there, I might use a high gain. If I'm just inside, maybe I'll use a directional antenna, a Yagi, something like that, you know, to get all the way to the other side. If I have like a wireless access point and I have people all around, I might use an omnidirectional. Just depends on what question you get, you know. Just keep that in mind. Just learn what the different antennas do and what the point of the antennas are. Then I got some, you know, there was one PBQ where I had to figure out why the network, why the computers wouldn't connect outside the network. Those were super easy. I mean, at first, you know, I was like, what the hell is this? I'm confused. I don't know why. It shows you the IP addresses when you click on the computer. Just click on the computer and look, like compare and contrast the different computers. See why they're not connecting to the outside. They can connect inside, but they can't connect outside. Why is that? Something's misconfigured. So really keep that in mind. I got different questions, multiple choice regarding subnetting. I would say 2 more or 3 more questions. So as soon as I got those, I just went right to my chart that was right there in the screen, looked at it, and answered the question in seconds. Easy stuff, easy stuff. Yeah, just really study. But I didn't use a book. You don't need a book for these tests. I hope that's the same with Security Plus. I'm studying Security Plus now, watching all of my Professor Mercer's videos. After, I'm going to watch Mike Myers. Oh yeah, and I also, after, went to Google, looked up objectives for Network Plus, and then just went all the way down. Whatever I didn't know, Googled it. I wouldn't say that's like reading a book, because Google, you know, just gives you the answer right there. I didn't do that with all the objectives. Like, I didn't go all the way down because I was kind of like, you know, I'm tired of this. But yeah, just really just study, guys. You don't need a book. Just watch all his videos. However you want to learn. If you want to read a book, take notes. Just whatever works for you to learn. And if you fail the test, just, you know, take it again. Just look harder. I've been lucky enough not to have failed yet, but Security Plus is proving to be, you know, I overestimated Security Plus. I underestimated it. Thought it would be easier, but it's, you know, it's getting into a lot of detail that I'm not familiar with. So we'll see. Network Plus was the same. But if you fail the test, just, you know, study, look harder. What are you missing out on the questions? And it's important to never give up, man, because I'm telling you, it's hard. After I got my A plus, you know, I made a video about it, super excited. But at the same time, I was like, you know, this is just bare bones stuff. I applied to some jobs. I have no IT experience. So it's like, you know, it's hard. It's hard to get that job when you have no IT experience. So just try to use whatever you have. I mean, I've helped people with their computers out. You know, I'll just help people. Sometimes I charge them. So I counted that as freelance. I mean, I've been doing that, but I didn't realize it. So maybe put that on your resume. You get that A plus. That'd be for another video. But yeah, just study, look harder, stop giving up, and yeah, I mean, just watch all those videos, read the book if you want to read the book. But the title is, you know, you don't need a book. So yeah, don't be forced to get that book for this test, because you can do it without it. If I can, you certainly can. I wouldn't say I'm the smartest guy in the world. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. I really hope I went over everything. Let me see anything else. So yeah, I'm just gonna get back on this Security Plus. I'm trying to get that trifecta. I think I'm getting a job in IT, so that's a huge plus. I think that Network Plus really helped me stand out. So as soon as you pass this A plus, go for the Network Plus. You know, we're all quarantines. I have a lot of time. I don't know about you. If you're quarantined, really take the time to study. Anyways, that's it. Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching.